Actually, I studied before starting as a musician. I studied, but I didn't finish. I studied ethnology and science of religion. So I was very interested about other cultures. And myself, I'm from a tribe, from an Algerian tribe called Amazigh. So I was very interested about that. And I don't know when actually and how, but I found a documentary, I think, as well as well about that Festa Tocandira, a ritual. And like men has to prove that they are very malish, and they have to go through that very painful process, of putting their hands on gloves filled with ants, but like no regular ants that you can find in Paris, but that you can find in Brazil, like Brazil. And I don't know, I was watching that documentary and I was like, what if you don't want to go through all that process? What if as a man
Ah,
you don't want to prove anything because you have actually to do the ritual like nearly over 20 times, which is like crazy because
wow.
like your hands start like swallowing and you're not allowed to cry or to see or or to show that you suffer, which is crazy. So you have to go through all that pain, and you have to kind of prove to to the people in your community that you are a real man because you don't feel anything. And I was kind of, I don't know, I was wondering, like, what if you want to cry? And what if crying is not? What if crying would be considered as something powerful as well? Like, what if
Mm.
vulnerability could be considered as well something beautiful? And so that's why I started writing that song, you know? And I wrote that song in Spanish because I felt like it was, I don't know, I felt like it would be better, more suitable to sing it in Spanish. And it's, I don't know, it's still a song. A lot of people talk about that, and a lot of guys actually write me about this song, which I find beautiful because there is a moment when I'm like in a trance. So I kind of understand that you felt that this song was very like intense.
Yes.
And I'm like, boys cry too. Like, I'm like, I want it because I'm not an advocate, but I talk a lot about feminist things, and I kind of wanted to show that I was with them as well in a way. Like, I'm not gonna do their work, like they have to do it for themselves. But that I know that it's not only great things to be an alpha male, And I read a lot the books about from Bell Hooks about male. What's the name of it? I don't remember this incredible book she wrote about being a male and not having access to all the emotions and being just allowed to be angry. And she was like, I don't want to be equal to men. I want to have access to all my emotions, and I want men to have access to all their emotions as well. So I don't know, it was interesting to me. It was a process where I was like, it's very empathic in a way because I'm writing if I were a man from that tribe actually.